Are you ready for some football? I am. I'm Kat. I'm your host this week, and I am joined by, let's
I
see,
did not authorize this bullshit! Why
I'm
is
not joined
Redford
by
hosting instead
Yinzer.
of Coca?
I'm not
Ah,
joined by
ah,
Yinzer.
God, God, why? Why? Sorry, Cat, sorry. He's gonna be annoying this season, isn't he?
This season, this
He's drunk.
season, all the seasons, baseball season. Anyway,
Uh,
anyway, I am joined not by Yinzer, but I'm joined by Cobra, Alex, Billy, Dale, and Tyler. Everybody say hi.
What up? What up?
hey!
Your
Hello.
residential Giants fan here.
Yeah, we know. Ha.
Straight out of Buffalo. Straight out of Buffalo, baby.
So, I kind of wanted to just see how everybody's preseason went. And because this is kind of week 0, it's not even week 1 all the way yet because it's
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. So, but just wanted to kind of see how everybody's teams did this preseason. Um, Maybe what you're excited about with the 53-man roster for your team, and something you wish they'd have done that they didn't. Can we all do that? Is that too much?
No, I think that's good.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's go in alphabetical order. Let's start with Alex.
So the Commanders,
Alex is like, thanks.
the Commanders, unfortunately, one and two. Very struggling preseason for us. But in my personal opinion, I think the rookies showed out this preseason. The rookie running back we got in the 6th round, I think it was, earned the second running back spot as we traded by Robinson Way to get a 6th round pick to the Niners. And I do think the defense did improve this year. We gave a lot of points to some bad offense in the preseason. But this preseason, come week 1, we'll do what we always do, go into New York and kick ass and leave like we always have and always will be. So I am excited to see what the rookie can do, see what the offense can do, especially with Terry McLaurin back and Debo if he's healthy. I think we can actually go deep this season in the playoffs.
That's exciting. Well, for you. For you. Billy.
Uh, well, I haven't been paying attention to
Damn
preseasons
Lord.
because I've been preparing myself for college football and all that. But
That's
the
fair.
Titans went 1-2, just not bad preseason, just not good. I think it's more or less the year for Cam Ward, or to be like in his proving ground to see how he is a starting caliber quarterback, which I think he is. But I believe the Titans are going to struggle this season. It doesn't help that if we play against the best defense away in Denver, but I don't think we're going to be that bad as Will Levis, the football war criminal.
All good notes. All good notes. Cobra.
Well, I will say that the preseason was kind of a heartburner, if that makes sense, for Buffalo. Uh, all things considered, they were starting their second stringers, their third stringers, the fodder, the
Right.
plumbers and make a wish the plumbers and make a wish kids of their roster.
We were
I
all
will
waiting
say
for
that.
that line.
Yep, I will say this though. It's not like they didn't have a lot of great potential there. They had to do some culling. The traditional cut list, and there's also the practice squad fodder. Frank Gore Jr. is on the practice squad. I don't think anyone expected Tyrell Shavers. I think that's his name. Shavers is his name. To make the WR the top the 5 wide receivers. I'm curious how Elijah Moore will actually do with a competent quarterback. I mean, he had Mr. Biscuits, and he had the legend Mike White, who is now gone. Mike White. So it'll be interesting to see if Elijah Moore will be able to step up in that number 2 role. Also, very interesting to see how Keon Coleman will do this season. But overall, I'm not scared with with the preseason results. But I'm just glad we didn't get shut out in the preseason, so ESPN would basically not shut the fuck up about what's wrong with the Bills, because that's what they're waiting on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Tyler.
Wait, you're forgetting Dale.
Oh, I did. I'm so sorry, Dale. Dale, you're next.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
the
Dale.
Chiefs. Oh, that's all right. Well, the Chiefs they went 0-3 in preseason. That was a bummer. But I mean,
But were they
Travis
playing
and
their starters?
probably not.
Yeah.
I didn't watch too much
Can
of
I
it.
can I add something to you, Dale, to kind of alleviate some of your worry? A reminder that the 2008 Detroit Lions went 4-0 in the preseason and ended up 0-16. So take preseason with a grain of salt. Always say that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the Chiefs. They're gonna do good in regular season. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Now the question is Travis going to take Taylor's last name or is Taylor going to take Travis's last name? That's everyone's speculation
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
Bold prediction: they don't change their names.
I was wondering.
There's
that.
no hyphen.
I don't
They
think
will
they
just be
changed their
married.
names, honestly.
I was about to say, bold prediction, the wedding's called off and she breaks up with him.
And then a whole new album comes out.
Damn.
Oh joy.
I mean, her new album is what, Showgirl of a Life or something like that. So
I don't know. I don't listen to her. But okay, now Tyler.
Like Cobra said, take it with a grain of salt. We went undefeated. I mean, yeah, like I said, take it with a grain of salt because the 08 preseason is just to see where all our new players got and see how everybody's feeling with the offense. But I actually even though it's preseason, I actually felt really good about Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter. They played really well. Same as Russ. And I mean, we were one of 3 teams that scored 30 plus points in preseason. But like I said, it's preseason. But Russ has seemed to click with our offense, and honestly, I think we should have gotten rid of our defensive coordinator in last season, but we'll see.
I
That's all
mean,
fair.
yeah. I will say this, Tyler. I do believe you should let Jackson Dart sit out for a year, let him develop under Russell Wilson.
That's what I'm thinking they're doing, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna probably use Jameis as trade bait to pick up either some more linemen or wide receivers in the trade deadline.
That's fine. That's fine.
Maybe to the Titans.
No. Just no.
That depends on how bad Cam Ward is.
I don't think he's that bad. A snap hasn't even played. And it's his first year, so give him a chance.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is also true.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Although
Is everybody ready for mine? I
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually the Ravens went perfect. They almost scored over 30 runs in all 3 preseason games. And we can all sit here and be like, "Oh, but we played second or third string." I'm not sure how many snaps Lamar Jackson actually took. I did not count. But what our preseason tells me is that the Ravens have depth. We're going to have guys in the second or the third string that if and when an injury occurs, we've got guys who are going to be able to step up and into that role and not really miss a beat. So I'm hugely optimistic about this season for the Ravens. Um, we're not going to go perfect. This is just not going to happen because the referees are involved in the Chiefs game. But um, it's going to be a good season, and I'm really excited for it.
Don't forget the ultimate trade deadline acquisition as we trade Aaron Rodgers' hypocritical hippie ass all the way to the Vikings so he can manifest his destiny with Brett Favre 2.0 and then commit welfare fraud like his hero Brett Favre.
Indeed.
You know, Yinzer, it's very fitting
His
that you went
destiny!
last because your name
Yinzer.
starts with a Y. Like, why are you interrupting?
Because he's
Yeah.
the Yinzer.
I know.
Yinzer. Uh, okay, Mr. Yinzer,
Cool.
that's your first strike. 2 more strikes, then you're suspended.
Hmm.
We're more strict than the actual commissioners of football and baseball.
Yeah.
Um.
Unfortunately, we
So
don't have our commish.
yeah. So
What the hell was that?
I have no
I,
idea.
that was a preview audio of clapping, agreeing with the commissioner thing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all of that being said, um, do I kind of already said what I thought my team was going to do? Um, do we want to go through and just say what we think our team's going to do win loss wise?
All
Does
right.
anybody raise your hand if you think your team is going perfect? I can't see Billy, but we'll just assume he's not raising his hand.
Yeah. Cat, I think we're not that blinded by optimism and hopium to say we're going to go 19-0 and prevent the Dolphins from popping that champagne.
Yeah. Yeah. But
The 72
um
Dolphins.
um did you say 19?
The
Are we doing
1972
the
Dolphins.
Oh, I was going to
Ni-
ask
ni-
for
hmm.
the schedules, I remember hearing somebody say that they were adding a a game, but I thought that wasn't for a season or two.
Well, I
Am
mean,
I wrong?
we do have an 18-week schedule, so it's probably 21. It's probably 20 nowadays.
I'm just looking at the Ravens schedule real quick. Week 7 is a bye. 14, 15, 17. We only have 18 weeks with a bye.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. Sorry, my brain was like, "Wait a second, you said 19."
I'm
But
following off the old, like the old schedule, if that makes sense.
kind of.
Yeah, so it's
Um,
probably more like 20-0 nowadays.
yeah. But um the only other thing that I had for us was trying to decide what our teams were going to do this year, win loss, and then of course we've got our bold predictions.
Oh yeah,
So Alex, what do you think?
Coming off of last season, a season I never expected was possible. I have seen so many losing seasons in my entire life of being a Commanders fan. So going 12-5 last year kind of caught me for a spin, but I was very pleasantly surprised. And I do believe that we can continue the NFC East curse that is looming over the NFC East and win the NFC East and evade the Eagles from taking the division. I think we improved a lot on both sides of the football with offense and defense. And if we can win the close games we lost last year, we can easily look at 12, 13, 14, maybe even 15 wins an NFC East title for the first time in 5 years. And I truly believe that we can win the East this year and continue the curse of no repeat champions since 2004.
That's fair. That's very fair. And I think it's a balanced approach, like I think it's really easy for us to get a little too Cinderella story, especially the beginning of the season coming off of a good or a bad preseason, so let's see, Billy, what do you think? I guess we should do Billy and Cobra at the same time, huh?
Well, I'm not a Bills fan. I'm a Titans fan.
Yeah. Billy's a
Oh.
Titans fan. So hold on,
Oh,
Kat. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out here. Since this will be let me help you out. Hold on, 1 second. So, because this will be the bold prediction order, this is how we're going to go with this. Billy, myself, Alex, Dale, Tyler, Kat. That's how we're doing it.
Tyler
Yeah.
is reconnecting.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Well,
Uh-oh.
for the Titans, I believe they're not gonna be good, but they're not gonna be like terrible, like last place in the division. Isn't bad. I simply think they're gonna be 6-11.
Interesting.
What were they last year?
Bad.
2
I
and
know that.
2 and 14 or 15.
Was it 2? Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're revving up the tank so hard you could hear them from outside Ukraine.
Well,
Yikes.
we employed a war criminal as quarterback.
That's why he cosplayed Platoon.
All right. So Cobra, what do you think the Bills are doing?
I think Buffalo is going to not only win the division, they're going to win it with a 12-5 record like they did last year. So this is going to be, that's my prediction. It's, pretty much second first, same as the first, like they did last year.
That's fair. Have they made a whole lot of changes since last year?
Yes, actually, to the receiving core, their cornerback room is a lot younger. If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
Yep. And of course
Awesome.
their defensive linemen, they got Joey Bosa, and they got a couple other defensive tackles who are suspended for PED use, blah blah. We also have some rookies making their debut from the draft, so it's going to be pretty interesting. But I still say 12-5.
Awesome. Dale.
No, it's Alex. Alex next, then Dale.
No, Alex already went.
Yeah, Alex already went. We'll just.
Alex
sorry,
I'm going
okay.
in alphabetical order.
Okay, my fault. I was going with bold prediction order.
All right, Dale. Who's your team again?
The Chiefs.
KC. The referees.
Oh, Chiefs. Gotcha.
Yep.
So I mean,
The rest.
there's not much to talk about with the Chiefs because they're the Chiefs.
Yeah. Do you think they're going perfect, or do you think they're losing a couple?
They're definitely losing a couple because they won't have Rice for 6 weeks, which
Oh, that's
could definitely hurt
right.
because they suspended him. So
Not only that, but Roger Goodell's boo, Patrick Mahomes, isn't going to be ready until the Super Bowl, so he's got to warm up the bed for him.
I mean, hey, at least Taylor Swift's gonna get a ring before you guys are. So
Yeah, she already got hers. She already got
Yeah.
hers. Tyler. Tyler, can Tyler hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it says reconnecting
I don't know what's
on my
going on,
screen for you.
but
It's
That's
probably a
fine.
glitch out.
anyway, I don't think you can get much worse than what we did last season.
Wait,
We
wait.
went-
You have to say who your team is again.
I'm the New York Giants.
Giants.
As if it wasn't blatantly obvious, Cat.
I can't. I literally cannot see
Okay, that is fair.
him.
That's fair.
It just says
Valid, valid.
reconnecting, and the little thing is spinning.
He turned into
Valid.
John. He turned into John Cena.
Anyway, we
Burp,
went.
burp, burp.
Anyway, can we continue?
So
So the Giants went 4-13 last season. We had the Danny Diapers debacle. Then we had Tommy Cutlets. Both were ass. Malik Neighbors actually was honestly Malik Neighbors. Shut up,
Woo!
Cobra, if you're gonna sing, mute your mic and sing to yourself.
Anyway, our only bright spot from last season was Malik Neighbors. He had a hell of a rookie season. I actually am kind of excited. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I can definitely see an upward trend with them. I'm honestly I'm gonna go with 6-11 or 7-10 for us this year.
Okay,
Especially with
that
Russell
sounds very
Wilson.
balanced of you.
We have and I'm gonna tell you one thing before I move on. If the season doesn't go well, Brian Dable's out of there.
Yeah.
Well, there's one good thing.
You're right.
You're not going to be last in your division because, well, after
They'll
Cat,
ask.
after Cat goes, we have to talk about the news that happened on Thursday.
We do. I agree.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I think we can fit that in before bold predictions. All right. So
Hey, Cobra,
I'm a Ravens
check your email
fan,
here in a
so
minute.
I picked the purple background. Honestly, I think we're going 14-3. I think we get the AFC. And I think this might be our year to finally get to the Super Bowl. I think Lamar has settled even more into his role. And I know people, like to say that he's a glorified running back, but he also passed for more yardage than the MVP quarterback did last year. If I remember correctly.
You're talking about Josh Allen.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not good with names. So if I say the stat, I know one of you will figure it out for me.
Right.
But I really do think the Ravens are like, this could be a very big year for them. As long as we can keep it together. But even if we have a bunch of injuries, like I said earlier, we've got enough in our second and third strings that we should be able to actually come together and still do really well. So I'm really excited for this season. Okay. So the news from Thursday. Somebody fill me in, because I
Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys officially traded Micah Parsons, their star linebacker, to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. That is what happened. I believe everyone is in agreement when we can just point and laugh at Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, because this was a stupid move. Poor Scooter Magruder.
My initial reaction is, why? That's just kind of my initial reaction.
Can I answer that question?
Anybody have an answer?
Yeah. Okay, Alex, go ahead.
Because Jerry Jones is old, demented, and senile.
Doesn't Jerry Jones have skin cancer?
From
Hmm.
Super Bowls, probably, and playing big players.
Hmm.
He did
Yeah.
win some glory hole.
Oh,
I didn't think he was that old. I thought he was like 66 or 67.
well, well. Here's the thing. I'm gonna take it not from Dallas' perspective. I'm gonna take a look at Green Bay's perspective. They bumped themselves up to Super Bowl contender. Dale,
Possibly. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Dale, do you have anything to
Division
say?
Lay off the
contenders.
nose candy, buddy.
No.
I don't know. I don't like Dallas, so I'm glad Parsons gone. Then it can just everyone can. Jerry Jones just needs to retire.
That's what I said. Sell and retire.
It's
He
We
definitely
got
he's
time
an
for
Patrick
octo,
Jeffrey though.
Sell open.
he's an octogenarian. He's 82.
Oh my gosh, is he really?
82
Yeah.
years old. October 13th, 1942.
Wow.
That's all
Yep.
I
That's
He
doubt.
was
something.
born. He was born a year after Pearl Harbor.
No. Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
Not quite a year, but still.
Yeah.
All right.
Um. Any other big news that we can all go, wow, that was dumb?
No.
No. Okay. Well then, Cobra, would you like to lead us in some bold predictions?
That is right. Our favorite segment are bold predictions, where we predict who's going to win and lose, with the odds. Um, which, by the way, we are professional idiots. Do not take our advice seriously. Please gamble responsibly. We are not responsible for your decision making. You are, again, please gamble responsibly. So, we are doing the whole.
Not
Yeah, excuse me. We are doing the whole week one bold predictions this week. When we get to the Monday night game between Minnesota and Chicago, all six of us will make our predictions. But we're going to go in order, starting with Billy, then myself, Alex, Dale, Tyler, and Kat. We're going to go game by down to the games. Make your bold, and we're going to make our bold predictions. And at the end of our bold predictions of our teams that we picked, we are going to pick which of our teams is going to be the top team that scores the most points. All right. So
okay. Cobra, do you need me to write anything down or do
I
you
have
have
it.
it?
I have it.
Okay.
So Billy, Dow ass at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is favored to win by 7.5.
Hmm.
Give me that bold.
Well, it's not really a
That's
bold
it.
prediction, but I believe AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley is going to go off for like 6 touchdowns combined, 3 each.
Okay.
That's my
So
bold prediction.
Philly over covering the spread.
Yeah.
All right. And I got Kansas City at the Chargers. KC is favored by 3, and I'm taking that action. I am saying the Kansas City defeats the Chargers over the spread. Absolutely. I just don't trust the Chargers. Fuck you, Spanos. Alex,
Yes.
how ironic you land on this one. The New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. Washington is favored by 6.5.
I'm going to say we're going to go into home and beat the Giants by more than the spread. I think JD5 connected to him going like he usually does. I think he can click at Debo Samuel. The run game is going to be clicking with Echo. We have the rookie running back that has been showing out preseason. The offensive coordinator has really, really liked him. To the fact that we traded Brian Robinson away to give him the number 2 running back spots. I do think the defense has improved a lot. The Giants are not that much better on offense this year than they were last year. And I think we can get to Russell Wilson. Yeah, screw you, Tyler. Whoever the quarterback is, we are going to march into home and probably win by 10 or 20 points in this game.
I forgot to add one more thing. We do have one objection point, so we can interject and object. So I forgot about that.
I'm objecting on that one. I'm objecting on that one.
Of course he is.
Tyler is objecting. Tyler's objecting.
I think I
still can't really see him.
Anyway, Alex, I like your confidence, and Jaden Daniels is good, but you have to deal with Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau. Just remember that. And they're beasts. I think the Giants are actually going to win this game 34-28.
Interesting. All right. Dale. Carolina at Jacksonville. Jacksonville is favored by 3 points.
Definitely Jacksonville. It's probably going to be 10 points or higher.
I object. I am saying that Carolina pulls off the upset and carries the momentum they had last year. So I'm going with Carolina winning this one.
Okay.
All right. Tyler.
Well, hold
Pittsburgh.
on. Can I say something?
Hold on one. Go ahead, Billy.
Remember, Ohio State did won the national championship the year that Jacksonville and Carolina opened up against each other, and Carolina managed to make it to the Super Bowl. So we might see a chance where.
Didn't they just lose to Florida State?
No, that was Alabama.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. But anywho, Tyler.
Yes.
You got the Pittsburgh Steelers against the New York plane crashes. The Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 3, like they're supposed to be.
Well, you
don't let me down, asshole.
Well, you are wrong. Aaron Rodgers is a fucking twat. Aaron Rodgers is a cancer, and the Jets are actually going to go with the under and actually cover the spread and beat the Steelers.
I interject.
Hey, Alex, yeah.
I personally feel like even though the Steelers don't want George Pickens anymore because they dealt him to Dallas, because where else do talk to Steelers go to other than that? It's Dallas. I do believe the Dallas offense, Dallas Steelers defense can get to Justin Fields enough times that he cannot get into the end zone. J.J. Watt is still one of the best defenses in the league. The defense has massively improved, even with trading.
Not JJ.
Thank you, TJ. Even though they traded Minka to get Jalen Ramsey, I still think that defense is good and even better than last year. And I just don't see the Jets moving the ball very well. Justin Fields hasn't proved himself in Chicago, and he probably won't do it in New York either. He's going to be probably a journeyman quarterback and won't do anything. But I'll be surprised if the Jets score anything in that game. Fields being chased around by J.J. Watt the whole game.
All right, Kat. You have the Las Vegas Raiders at the New England Patriots. Patriots are favored by 2.5.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots and say they cover the spread.
Injections. Okay. Billy.
You forgot Dale.
No, Dale had Jacksonville. Dale did Jacksonville.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Billy, you have the Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints. Arizona is favored by 5.5.
I mean, Arizona is definitely going to cover the spread. And honestly, I do not trust Spencer Rattler that much as quarterback. Plus, I feel like New Orleans is going to start tanking.
Yeah, they want Arch Manning.
Yep, but they're going to have to wait a couple of years to get him.
Yep. And no objections. No objections. I have the Cincinnati Bengals against the home of famous women respecter, the Sean Cosby, the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati is favored by 5.5 points, and I am definitely taking that action. Cincinnati has a higher powered offense. Cincinnati has a better defense than the Cleveland Brownstains. Cleveland doesn't know what to do at quarterback, so I am definitely picking the Bengals.
Do we know who the Browns are starting at quarterback?
It's most likely Flacco. I think it's Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Alex.
Yes.
Indianapolis Colts. Oh, no, sorry. The Miami Dolphins at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is favored by 1.5.
You said Miami is against the Indianapolis Colts?
Correct.
That's a tough one because we got Tua concussioned Ivola against Daniel Dimes in the battle of the mid quarterbacks. But I'm going to say that the Dolphins are going to pull up the upset and cover the spread. I think the Dolphins defense is good enough. Yes.
Just correcting you, it's not that they're covering the spread, they're beating the spread. Just
Beating the
correction
spread.
of grammar.
Yes, so beating the spread, I think the Dolphins defense has improved from last year. The offense has looked better. I think that Tyreek situation was kind of a ploy because he's Tyreek Hill. He's a lunatic, and he says things he shouldn't be saying about leaving the Dolphins. And I do think the Colts are going to struggle this year, even with or without Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones or whoever is going to be at the helm there. They're going to struggle. They did last year. They're going to do this year. Give me the Dolphins to beat the spread.
All right. Dale. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay is only favored by 1.5 points. What's your prediction?
I think Atlanta's gonna win
Ooh.
by a field goal.
So they're going to be... Cat is ejecting.
That one?
All right. Any reason?
I think Atlanta's young.
I don't know. Sometimes the young ones surprise you.
Okay. All right. That's as good enough a reason as any. Billy, are you here? I think Billy stepped out. Okay, never mind. Excuse me. Billy, how ironic. The Tennessee Wait, hold on. Sorry, I screwed up. It's Tyler's turn. I apologize, Billy.
All right.
Tennessee at Denver.
I got Denver covering the spread.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Cat, this one's a tough one. San Francisco at Seattle. San Francisco is favored by 2.5.
Wait, why is it me again? Is it me again
Yep.
already? Oh, okay. Say that one more time.
San Francisco at Seattle. San Francisco is favored by 2.5.
I gotta go. I will join you guys in Discord for the meeting.
All right, Tyler.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that one because that's kind of a coin toss for me.
All right. San Fran covering the spread. Okay. All right, Billy. Now we're on you. Excuse me. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 2.5.
That's it.
So Green Bay not cover, basically Green Bay winning and not covering the spread. That's what you're saying. All right, just a quick correction. Uh, any objections? Oh, I mean, the only person who can actually eject is Dale if he chooses to.
Yes.
So no objections. Alex,
Yes.
Houston at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are favored by 2.5.
The Rams scare me for one purpose. What is the health of Stafford's back? We know he's been injured during preseason. We know he hasn't practiced a lot. Will he be 100% to take on that very dominant Texans defense at home? Texans defense is powerful. They were last year with the rookie, and I think they've improved a lot since then. I'm going to say the Texans are going to beat the spread if they aren't a favorite. I think they're a favorite, correct?
Right, yeah.
So picking the
So
Texans to beat,
Houston is beating the spread, is what you're saying.
yes, mainly because of I don't think Stafford's healthy enough to take blows with sacks. He could hurt his back more if he's not healthy. Yeah, he's old. He's aging. I think he'll have an improvement season last year. We had a sophomore from him last year that no one expected. For the Texans losing the playoffs like they did, I think the Texans can win this game pretty easily.
All right. All right. And of course, it falls to me to finish up before we get to the Monday Night Football, and that is Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 1.5, and I gotta go with my team. Buffalo winning by 1.5. Buffalo winning and covering the spread.
Good luck with that.
Last chance for objection, Dale. Last chance before we get to Monday night.
Yeah, Baltimore's gonna win.
Yeah, Dale uses his objection. All right.
Fist bump.
All right. So now it is time for all of us to make our Monday Night Football prediction. The Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. Minnesota is favored by 1.5. Billy, who you got? Gotcha. So Minnesota. All right. Alex.
So I'm trying to think. So who's favored in this game again? I heard it here.
Minnesota is favored by 1.5.
That's concerning. Mainly because we do not know what Jason McCarthy can do. He didn't start last year. They had the amazing season with Sam Darnold. He's gone. He's in Seattle now, starting over there. We don't know how this offense is going to work. They know Jordan Addison for, I think, 3 games. He traded for Adam Thielen, the hometown kid, the hometown player from Minnesota, getting back home. Chicago did improve. They upgraded the O-line. They upgraded the offense. The defense improved. But I do not think the Bears have what it takes to win at home. I think they're going to split Minnesota and give me Minnesota to cover the spread in Soldier Field. I do think JJ McCarthy can play well. Jay Jets does well. The defense does well. Even without, the star player they traded it away, I do think the Vikings can still get the job done.
You're going to say Minnesota. Okay. Well, I am going differently. I am going to say Chicago pulls off the upset in this game. That is my prediction, is Chicago. Dale, Minnesota and Chicago. Who you got?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. All right. And Tyler's not here, but I will get his final prediction in a minute. Kat?
they're at Chicago. And I kind of
Yes.
feel like the Bears are a rise to the occasion kind of team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with Chicago.
All right. All right. Well, that's it for our bold predictions.
Awesome.
That's it for bold predictions have been made. That
Fantastic.
does wrap up our podcast, which of course has been brought to you by Fanatics. I'm calling it audible. I'm calling it
Yay.
audible, Tyler, because Fanatics have officially announced their rivalries jersey lineup. So, if you are a fan of those teams, why not get those jerseys on Fanatics.com? The only place where we can get jerseys representing the NFL, at least officially. They're having a Labor Day sale. Using the code word barbecue, you get up to 50% off select items. That includes the NFL, the MLB, NBA, NHL, college football, and NASCAR and the WWE. Grab a hat, grab a jersey, get ready for the season because next week it is here. So use our link in the bio wherever you get a podcast to take yourself to fanatics.com. Not only will it show the channel some love, but remember to use the code word barbecue to get 50% off for Labor Day. Fanatics, thank you. That is it for the hard count. We do have other affiliates as well. They're in the
Sweet.
bio, so do check those out. Also, check out our other podcasts. The Dirt and Turf podcast we had yesterday. The Handed Down Beatdown is next week. Our wrestling podcast, Passing the Pigskin. We had an episode on Thursday. Coming later this season is Biscuits and Penalties. We also have our hockey podcast. We also have the Lap Down, our NASCAR and auto racing podcast hosted by Greg Farmer. And we also have our typical handed down bench where we just sit down and talk and BS. Do check those out on our channel here on YouTube. We are also on Spotify and other places where we get podcasts. And we also have a Patreon, so please contribute to the channel. It is as much as an Arizona iced tea, and that price never goes up. So do check that out. It's only $1 a month. Check that out. So, anywho, Kat, what do we say?
That's all we got for you. Oh dear, it's been a minute.
You don't know? Yeah, okay. I forgot to tell you that. So, on behalf of
you say it for me. Go ahead, take us out, Cobra.
On behalf of I'm Cobra, and on behalf of Kat, Alex, Billy, Dale, and Tyler, we'll see you on the field.